expect to win today. But if they can come out of this match with some great moments for them, like what we saw on Lijiang Tower, that's a huge positive coming through.
Yeah.
Kings Row, not necessarily as good, but potential here for some good play on Temple of Anubis. Maybe they can even pick up a map. Here's their shot, John. It worked yesterday for Serenity. Is it going to work today?
Well, I said no yesterday, Ben, but
you were wrong.
I'm going to say no again, and this time I'm going to be right. Darksided, I don't see them dropping this map here. I'm going to be running again once again, the exact same composition that they always run on the defense here. Termo very effective on the Widowmaker, Yuki very effective on the Junkrat, as we've seen evidenced on Kings Row.
D-Field.
The difference is that this is a doing better, and D-Field is going to be around the back on the Sombra, causing a bit of havoc, and that may play a bit of a part here in the defense that Darksided do end up having to run.
Got to watch out for the spam shots coming through, Jordan.
Oh yeah.
He's going to get corked out.
Being cheeky, but if you don't get that hack across against the Roadhog, you can, well, you can see exactly what's going to happen.
Like trying to pickpocket a grumpy guy in a nightclub, Jordan.
Yep.
You get caught out, it's going to make you pay for it. Exact same thing happens right here, right now. Darksided holding firm to start things off. And as you said, Termo sitting there with the infra sight available. At least Slidsaw J has managed to get behind the line here. And of course, Sombra, being D-Field, will be able to do the same. But what could they do now they're in position?
Well, if D-Field is going to try and do anything here, he's going to have to hope that Termo won't throw out the infra sight, but that's exactly what is going to happen. So the gig is up, and his position is now known. Yuki will drop low for a moment, but will quite quickly be res.
Oxidize gets caught out, but manages to get away for the moment. Baby Poro actually, I think, using the nano boost there, potentially to keep him alive. Slidsaw J, great timing there from Yuki once again.
Slidsaw J used Dragon Strike, I didn't even notice. But
brings out the Dragon Blade. You hear it come out right as he goes down there. Yuki once again showing just how good he is here. So difficult to deal with when he's playing the Junkrat. And this fight once again going to go across here to Darksided. Now 2 minutes on the clock. Tainted Minds are going to need to reset. The EMP will be available. Trisamal should have that primal range as well, and Quad J will have the self-destruct. Yeah,
a few things not working out perfectly for Tainted Minds there. The Nano Boost comes across a bit early for Baby Poro. Slidsaw J didn't quite have the Dragon Blade available, and then obviously as soon as the Dragon Blade gets pulled out, Yuki has the Riptire. Now we have to keep our eyes on D-Field once again. Slidsaw J has been playing the Sombra up to this point, but now it's D-Field's turn to see if he can have an impact with that EMP. You can tell he's looking to try and get the pick here onto Molotov, but that's not going to be so easy. And there's a lot of players hanging around the back, and that is not a great translocator.
That is not how the translocate EMP bomb is supposed to work. D-Field going to get caught out, unfortunately, as part of that. Baby Pyro looking low, trying to stay alive, throws the grenade out for the heal, but unfortunately will not be enough. Looking for that 1/3 tick to start things off to get Tainted Minds onto the scoreboard here on Temple of Anubis, but it's not working out for them so far. Yuki finds two with another Riptire used there to take down Trisamal. But this is not that bad, Jordan. 50 seconds on the clock, well 55 now. And it looks to me like they might get point A.
They will. But Tainted Minds don't have anything to go barreling into the second point with here. Tomo swapping back over to Farah. But D-Field doesn't have the EMP, and typically at this point we were talking about the EMP and the Dragon Strike combo, the Dragon Blade combo I should say, from Slidsaw J. Get those two DPS are working, but for Tainted Minds it's not really an option here. They can push in with some support ultimates, but I'm not sure there's an ideal target really for Baby Poro right now. Maybe Trisamal. But this is going to have to probably be a dry push out from Tainted Minds. Build up those ultimates for the next couple of fights, unless they can find a cheeky pick here or there. Not an easy task, though. D-Field looking for Molotov to start things off. Going to copy that out with Trisamal pushing through. But now he's caught out in a less than ideal situation. Baby Pyro's gone down to Termo as well. And that should be that for this push coming out from TM. They do not have the advantage. And it's going to be real tough to get on there and get themselves a tick, particularly with Molotov and Canters. Let's see what Slidsaw J can do, however. Does have that Dragon Blade available. Won't be able to use it this time around. Not just the Dragon Blade, but the Nano Boost available here for Baby Poro as well. So Nano Blade is an option for Tainted Minds. Whether they decide to wait for D-Field's EMP here or commit to it with this fight, we will find out in a second. But the real key takeaway is that they're going to have to deal with Transcendence somehow, whether it is D-Field getting a hack off onto Molotov early in the fight, or perhaps Slitzor J just cutting through it, but with all that armor from the rally, plus the Transcendence, even with the Nano Boost, I don't know if Slitzor J is going to be able to do enough work here with the Dragon Blade. So perhaps another dry push in order here for Tainted Minds.
What can Termo do with the Rocket Barrage available, waiting, looking for the right time? They're going to go left into the room. Let's see whether that works out for them or not. Dragon Blade coming through from Slitzor J, looking for a pick. Trismal going to go down to Termo, who did manage to use that Rocket Barrage, and unfortunately for Slitzor J, no kills right now coming out for that ultimate. Going to go to waste as he goes down to Punk. The rest of the team here for Tainted Minds continuing to battle it out, but it's probably time to get out of there. Won't actually get a chance, really. The rest of the team looking like maybe they're going to be staggered as they fall back towards spawn. Darksided in a prime position to hold point B, 2:30 on the clock. Yep. Tainted Minds going to change it up.
Yeah, it was a good stun from Yuki, plus a good Transcendence out from Molotov, who also has still hung on to that extra armor that he had from the rally. But Yuki's decided to swap off onto Mei. An interesting choice because Brigitte was working, but it is in response to the fact that there has been a change up from Tainted Minds. No more Genji. That was spotted out by Termo, and straight away Yuki opts to go onto the Mei. And you think now for Tainted Minds, what do they have that can really deal with a Mei? And the answer is not a whole lot.
Oh, that Mei wall will split off Quad J, but fortunately can use the boosters to get back onto the point. Sound barrier is used. Slitzor J goes down in the back line. Termo finds another. The EMP is used. Is it too little, too late, however, Jordan? It's thrown out right as they've already lost 2 players, and Darksided will clean them up irrespective of the lack of abilities.
Yeah, not too difficult of a fight there for Darksided, and a pretty critical one as well for them. Definitely bad news for Tainted Minds now with only a minute and a half left on the clock. They've swapped over onto the Zarya, which is not going to have time to charge the Graviton Surge up. Slitzor J, maybe he's got time to charge the Rocket Barrage. It does charge fairly quickly if you're getting damage off with the Farah, but look at what Darksided have in their repertoire. They have everything pretty much.
Yeah. And
everything will be coming up by the time this timer does tick down. Yuki is going to be an incredible stall machine on that Mei once the ultimate is available. And life is looking very, very unhappy for Tainted Minds right now.
At least that explains.
That split. Look at Trismail.
Yeah, that's certainly less than ideal. Again, that Mei wall, they almost got caught out the first time around. Going to get caught out the second time around, but Slitzor J finds 2 very big picks. Yuki has the ultimate available, throws it out. It's going to make life really tough to work onto the point right now. Quad J should get picked up. The Zarya not looking that great either as D-Field almost gets found out. Termo has his Rocket Barrage still available. Where's the play? This is not a bad spot to use it right about now. Throws it through. Looks first.
Wow.
Looks first for Slitzor J, which is a good use to be perfectly honest. You don't want to get caught out there by your counterpart. Tainted Minds not doing half bad here onto the point. Trying to bring it back across to their side of things. Trismal, however, going to go down.
Not doing too bad, but at the moment they're not doing too good either because they haven't capped up a single tick just yet. Mooney with the Primal Rage will be very good for stalling things out here for Darksided and Tainted Minds. Now they're really committed. They can't actually get another push off this one. They have to trickle in onto the point, and I just don't see this working when they don't have the numbers on the board. When they have to go up against a Primal Rage, they're just not going to be able to deal with that, and they're not going to get a single tick at all on the second point, on point B. So really what Darksided now need to achieve is cap point A and then cap 1 tick of point B, and they will have secured their place at Melbourne Esports Open.
Yeah, definitely seems achievable, but however, Jordan, Tainted Minds did okay there on attack. They got through to point A.
They have something to defend.
With a bit of time. Point B, kind of slow start. I was wary of the use of that EMP a little bit earlier, but then it was clear as soon as it was used that was because they were swapping over to a different team composition, so that definitely makes sense in that situation. Now it's just a matter of what can Tainted Minds do here on defense. It's going to have to be something half decent because Darksided looking real good right now, looking ever closer to locking themselves in a spot at Rod Laver Arena. Going to play in front of the crowd that you can be a part of from at home.
I can.
If you buy a ticket, head down there. Tickets are still available. It's a big, big arena, Rod Laver Arena. It's where they play the Australian Open tennis, Jordan. So we're not that great at tennis, but maybe a little bit better at the video games. So it's great to see an opportunity for these guys and girls to play in front of an audience on the big screen. So if you're an esports fan, I feel if you're watching this, you probably are.
Yep.
Definitely worth getting down there. That is for sure. Another big thank you, of course, to McDonald's Australia. Potentially the last map we're going to see here, Jordan, before we head to our live finals. So, again, they've been supporting us all season long. They'll be supporting us at the finals as well. And, the support of businesses like Macca's helps us get through, helps esports grow.
That's right.
We're getting there slowly but surely.
Gone from a Happy Meal to a Big Mac meal.
Yeah.
Slowly but steadily.
Ready for a double quarter pounder soon.
Yeah. Well, Tainted Minds, they are going to be hoping that they're going to be doing some growing here as well, because they're down 2-0. They have a pretty difficult defense ahead of them here. Do or die for them. Mooney has spotted out that Junkrat trap.
Waiting for the perfect time, Jordan. Time to see the Wrecking Ball go through. Pile driver, here we go. Doesn't find anyone. Trusamale able to hold shift, or press shift, and it means you can just stand there and suck it up. Slitzel J going to be the first one to go down, and that's a pretty big change between the last fight and this one, because Yuki was so strong before when we saw him on a defensive, what's the word, Jordan?
I don't know.
Junkrat, that's the word.
Oh, I see. Well, Mooney's having a bit of trouble actually here right now on the Wrecking Ball. Getting those pile drivers across, but they're actually not necessarily connecting where they need to be. If anyone doesn't know, you can't really pile drive it through a shield. If Reinhardt's holding a shield up and you hit in front of the shield, it doesn't affect anyone behind it. So right now, that's been the problem for Mooney, is he's been landing in front of Trusamale's Orisa shields and hasn't been really getting too much effectiveness out of the pile driver. But I'm sure it's just a matter of time.
It is, and you can see the Tainted Minds here are being forced off the high ground into holding onto the point in this room, trying to stay away from that Wrecking Ball as well. Baby Pyro will have the Transcendence available, but they've already lost 2 players, including the tank. This is definitely less than ideal here for Tainted Minds. Yuki has the Dragon Blade available as well. Yeah. Won't even need it, and now this is not looking great heading into point B for Tainted Minds. Darksided, we talk about this momentum, Jordan. They have a ton of momentum heading into the second point. Yeah,
this is not just less than ideal for Tainted Minds. This is actually really bad for Tainted Minds. Baby Poro needs a big Transcendence out here right now. And Yuki looking for a big Dragon Blade. That's the win conditions for both teams in this next push. Moving around the side, so much mobility on Wrecking Ball. He's going to look to just smash everybody away.
Over the top. That wasn't bad at all. Picks up. Wow. Punk finds 2. Oxidize goes down. GG right here, Elfishguy. Darksided will be able to pick this up. That's no, I'm still on their side, mate. I've still got this.
Are you sure right now? It is getting close indeed, but Quad J is very healthy. D-Field is healthy as well. The Darksided need to secure a couple more of these picks, otherwise there is going to be a trickle. Trusamale out onto May. Everybody just trying to stall as much time right now here for Tainted Minds, but they've forgotten that Termo exists. He's up to 75% of the Rocket Barrage right now. Mercy is a one-shot. Oxidize will drop, and that might be the final nail in the coffin right now for Tainted Minds, as they no longer have that big burst healing that they need to stay alive on this point. And as soon as Rocket Barrage comes across, they are going to be knocked away.
Wow, Jordan, you ruined my flow for all of that. They're going to win the battle no matter what here. 5 players on the point for Darksided. Just that May contesting, who will shortly go down. Darksided take down Tainted Minds 3-0 in the quarterfinal and secure themselves the 4th and final spot at Rod Laver Arena. Going to go up against, well, it's going to be tough up against Order. It's going to be a good battle, Jordan. But I'm excited about the 4 teams we're taking through to live finals.
I definitely think it's the best scenario that we could have had at those live finals. These have been definitely the most consistent teams throughout this season. They've been the best teams throughout this season. You can see the work that a lot of them have been putting in that have really elevated them to another level. In particular, Kanga, I think, has really stepped up from last season to this season. So they are definitely a good contender. Obviously, going up against Drop Bears is a tough ask for them, but it's a fantastic playoff, and I think it's going to be setting us up for a fantastic semi-finals, or 2 fantastic semi-finals at MEO, and I guess it really sets us up for the ideal grand final as well. I'm very, very pleased with how this season has progressed, and I think it's going to be a great culmination at finals. Yeah, the story's unfolding how we thought it might, Jordan. Didn't even see that, by the way, but he got 2 headshots from the May. That was quite nice.
We've got Drop Bears on one side, we have Darksided on the other side. At the start of the season, these were the 2 teams that you and I both thought were going to go head-to-head in that best-of-7 grand final. Well, that is definitely still on the cards. However, Order played pretty well today.
Yep.
And Darksided, look, can't really take too much away from this. They were expected to win this match. So, again, it's one of those things with the expectations. If they're, you know, I feel like the weight of expectations potentially are on Darksided in that matchup. The same for Drop Bears up against Kanga.
Yeah, I don't think you can kind of draw too many conclusions from the playoffs because most of the matches were fairly large mismatches with the favored team, you know, probably 99 times out of 100 going to be the team to take away the victory there. Maybe not quite that many, but you know what I mean? Like these matches were quite mismatched, and so the results don't necessarily mean that much to me in a sense. I think what we really need to be looking for is the results between these teams in the group stages when, for example, Drop Bears went up against Order and Darksided went up against Kanga. Those, I think, are a little bit more relevant. And then, obviously, when we get to those semis, that's where things are going to get really exciting because it's a completely different environment. It's going to be still a fairly new meta. We've got LAN finals, of course, which is definitely something that these players aren't necessarily used to playing online in the regular season. And then also a big arena, which most of these players, it's going to be either maybe their first time on LAN for the case of a lot of the Kanga players, but then also a bigger LAN event like that it's going to be quite a big deal.
A lot of pressure, Jordan. A lot of pressure, a lot on the line, but a lot to achieve as well, and that's what it's all about here. One last final Macca's play of the game coming live to you from the studios here, Jordan. Let's see what it is. McDonald's Australia play of the game between Darksided and Tainted Minds. It's Yuki on the Hanzo with the Dragon Strike. Now, the big thing for me here, not only was that a crucial Dragon Strike at a crucial time, the number of times he had it available on this map was incredible.
Yeah, also a very, very nice Graviton Surge out from Punk. You got to give him a little bit of mention there as well, because you can't have one without the other. Yeah, and that's a very nice play once again. I guess Yuki's going to be happy to get another play of the game there from a Hanzo Dragon Strike.
Just going to be able to put that one on the mantle, Elfishguy.
Another one for the Darksided roster.
Yeah.
I feel like every single week we've actually had a Darksided play of the game. I don't think that any of their matches have featured another team getting the play of the game against them.
It helps when you win, though, doesn't it?
Does help when you win. Does help when you win. That's very fair.
Well,